Welcome back, everyone. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to resurrect the cheap Jeep trailer. And the first project we're going to tackle is we're going to mount that spare tire right on the front of my trailer here. And we're going to do it using an old axle shaft that I pulled out. It's slightly bent, so it's not really worth anything, but I think it'll be perfect for this. So with that, let's get into the video. Okay, let's lay out the plan on what I think is going to be a pretty good idea. We're going to take the square tubing, drill a hole through it, slip that axle through till we get the right depth, basically. Then what we're going to do is weld both ends, stick this, and weld to the front of the trailer. I think it's a pretty good idea, but I don't know until we try it, so let's start working on it. All right, so first, we'll start out by taking a few measurements. We're going to call that 21 inches. And this will set our height. We'll do 21 inches there. Then what we have to figure out is where the tire is actually going to sit. So for that, let's lift the tire up here and take a look. Okay, so I measured from the bottom to the center of this tire. It's about 15 inches. So we're going to go to 16, just so we have plenty of room to mount the tires on here without an issue. The next step we're going to do is we're going to find out the depth. Now you could measure this, but I think what I'm going to do is just drill a hole in the square tubing for the axle to slide through, and then just mount the axle up to the tire and then slide the tubing down and do it that way. That way I can kind of get pretty accurate. And this is a 10.5 inch wide tire. This is the widest tire I'll ever run on this trailer, just the way it's set up. So this will be a perfect tire to use as a mock-up. All right, so let's figure out where this thing is gonna sit depth-wise. So I'm gonna give myself a little space just to be safe. So we're gonna go right about there. All right. Now the hard part. We need to drill a hole there, and we gotta cut this thing. Unfortunately, my bandsaw is down right now. So a grinder it is. Let's see how good I am with a grinder. Okay, let's see how this fits. Oh. Not too bad. Could have got the holes a little more square, but you know, that's what a welder's for. Add metal where you don't have it. Cool. So we'll lob off this end, and I'll lop off this. And then before we do the final weld up, I'll knock all that off too. All right, that looks pretty good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut all this off real quick, and then we'll let it cool down because I'm sure it's just smoking hot. But that looks pretty good. All right, let's cut all that junk off. All right, there it is cleaned up. Let's see how it all fits together. That fits pretty good. It's a little wobbly, but we'll be able to fill that up. Yeah, just like that. That'll be perfect. So a little bit of space here. We'll be able to put a level on it and get it level, get it right where we want it, and tack it up. All right, time to pull out the welder and do this. Okay, I went ahead and threw a quick coat of paint on the back since I obviously won't be able to get to it by the time we get this all welded up. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna clamp this down and get this all set up, weld it on. All right, paint should be dry enough. Let's see how it works. There it is. All right, so there we have it. The spare tire carrier made from a bent axle shaft and some square tubing. And I think it looks great, actually. I think it turned out really well, and I think it's really nice. And it's good to just get the tire floating around out of the bed and add a little bit of weight to the nose. This trailer's so light that it could use a few extra pounds in the front. And it's a good addition. If I had two critiques, I should add some 45-degree bracing on either side just to help it out a little bit. Probably doesn't really need it, but it wouldn't hurt. And the other thing is the lug nuts are not super symmetrical, and I should have paid attention a little bit more when I was welding it up to how symmetrical the lug nuts were going to be. But hey, that's just an appearance thing. You can't always be perfect. With that though, guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like what's going on the channel, hit subscribe down below. And as always, make sure and hit those comments. I really want to know, do you like the build? Would you have changed something on the spare tire carrier? Have you built one yourself? Would you put it in a different location? Hit me up with all those questions or comments or just general thoughts about it. Or if you even think it's going to need the bracing, that'd be cool too. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video.